everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This one fielded at the 5. Play fake here on first down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Fresh set of downs here. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Let's go!
To throw on second is Watson. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go!
Back to throw, Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first down throw, Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
To the air yet again, Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Again, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 1-0. 1-0.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 29. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. To throw is Dobbs. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. William Hayes able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go. 38.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go! Ohio!
Watson on 1st down. And he's got Fuller. And some room to roam now. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's got it, Fedorowicz. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
3rd and 2, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Flex round! Flex! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Here's Watson now on second down. Amaro's got it, left side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans are in for 6. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, look at the juke. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards.
Let's go. Let's round.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Flush to his right. Room to run past midfield. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Come on, let's go.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What? None! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
After the interception, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Now Perkins. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A screen to Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. First down, Dobbs to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Let's go! Ohio!
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And now running right through it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Back to throw Dobbs. Bryant with a catch right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go! 1-9! 3-9!
on second down, Dobbs. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Chris Baker able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. William Hayes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. This is Bell. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep open, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In motion is Fedorowicz. A first down carry now for Miller. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Ohio.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Dobbs now on second down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Hayes able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Flush to the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chris Baker in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
First and 10, Dobbs. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Chris Baker in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Here we go. Ohio.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And some room to work. Got some room at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Miller. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, Miller. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Caught here by Bell. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Texans going to throw it here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Texans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by DJ Swearinger, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Dobbs is throwing. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is third down and 12. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.